Another great way to assess your students and to interact with them remotely is with another Google application called Google Drawings. And you get into that by going to docs.google.com/drawings. And this is a really fun way to engage them. And here's one that I created. I gave a few directions here on what I'd like to see my students do. Go through, read this article, come up with several different times frames of when different events happen, and create a timeline. And then as they're reading this information, I want them to give me some emojis, and I want them to be able to say, "Oh, I really like this piece. I really love this piece," or "I'm a little bit shady on what I'm understanding right here in this reading material." And they can grab all of that information right up here under shapes, and under the call out section, they can actually create little call outs and create little captions if they wanted to. But also with the emojis under shapes, then come over here. There's happy face, there's a heart, lightning bolt, sunshine, cloud, whatever it is. But I've put down here, I want them to, if you're liking an area of what you're reading, put in there the little smiley face, or something you really love, put in a heart. If it's something that you're a little shady, then put in the cloud. So they can do that right here in the print itself, but you can also have them interact with this. Again, you can put a call out in here. Maybe this, you ask them, or you want them to tell me what it is you think this minor might be thinking right here. Put a little caption in here, write it down, what he might be thinking. Or maybe you want them to find verbs, nouns in here, and then point out where that is. Maybe it's, like I said, maybe it's the time frame of when you want things. Here's one in 1841. What is this about? Why? And then you can create your timeline based off of that. But it's another way of interacting with them. But the way that you get this in here is, if I wanted to create, let's say I wanted to create a new one, a new Google drawing. So what I would do is I'm sorry, I'm going to come in here. I'm going to create a new Google drawing, and I'm going to show you how I bring this information in. So it's also going to bring up a blank canvas. And when that blank canvas comes up, it gives you a bunch of different options. You can actually upload information. Again, we can upload screenshots that we've taken, things that we've put into Google Drive, whatever it may be. We could actually upload things by URLs. So that means if I go into the product of the Studies Weekly product, and I went into, let's say, Life in Mining Camps, week 23, I'm going to pull up that unit. And if I go over to a specific picture, let's say this one here, I pull that up. If I right click on this, I'm going to be able to copy image address. And then I can go back over into that Google Drawings page that I was in, where it said insert image by URL. I'm going to put that URL in that I just saw, and I'm going to insert it, and I'm going to put it in here. And then I can have my students interact with it right there as well, and have them, you can either assign this in Google Classroom as a whole group or as independent. It's entirely up to you, but you can bring these resources over. I can also do screenshots of the publications, and I can bring them in. I can upload them from my computer. So I took a screenshot a little while ago. I'm going to bring this one over, and I can actually bring this up as big as I want it to be as well, and have them interact with this. I can change the format of my page by just coming down here, page setup. I'm going to change it to what I want it to look like as if it was a print. So I'd want that to be a 8 by 11, I believe. I'm going to apply, and then that's going to change that whole format, and you can change this and have them interact with a lot of different ways. But again, I created the one that I thought was unique and fun. This is kind of some examples for you to have, so that you can create something like this for your students, and then assign it to them. But Google Drawings is a great way to assess on what they're understanding, what they're grasping in the text, those types of things. You have the autonomy to do whatever you'd like. So hopefully this helps as well. Have fun and enjoy.